Happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. Though I am often in the depths of misery, there's still calmness, pure harmony, and music inside me. Happiness cannot be traveled to, owned, earned, worn, or consumed. Happiness is the spiritual experience of living every minute with love, grace, and gratitude. We all live with the objective of being happy. Our lives are all different and yet the same. A lot of people don't realize that depression is an illness. I don't wish it on anyone, but if they would know how it feels, I swear they would think twice before they just shrug it. A happy life consists not in the absence, but in the mastery of hardships. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. Depression scares people off. It makes me laugh that it has that kind of effect. The reason people find it so hard to be happy is that they always see the past better than it was, the present worse than it is, and the future less resolved than it will be. The foolish man seeks happiness in the distance. The wise grows it under his feet. I don't think anybody's continually happy except idiots. You have to have little moments of depression. Happiness is found in doing, not merely possessing. There are wounds that never show on the body, that are deeper and more hurtful than anything that bleeds. Real happiness is cheap enough, yet how dearly we pay for its counterfeit. It's not always the tears that measure the pain. Sometimes it's the smile we fake. The most important thing is to enjoy your life, to be happy. It's all that matters. Anyone can be happy when times are good. The richer experience is to be happy when times are not. Happy is he who learns to bear what he cannot change. The most terrible poverty is loneliness and the feeling of being unloved. Often the people with the strongest hearts carry the heaviest ones. You sometimes think you want to disappear, but all you really want is to be found. Be believing, be happy, don't get discouraged. Things will work out. If you want to be happy, be. Tears are often the telescope by which men see far into heaven. The true secret of happiness lies in the taking a genuine interest in all the details of daily life. Happiness consists more in inconveniences of pleasure that occur every day than in great pieces of good fortune that happen but seldom. The worst kind of pain is when you're smiling, just to stop the tears from falling. The secret of happiness is freedom. The secret of freedom is courage. If you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. If you want happiness for a lifetime, help someone else. The only way to find true happiness is to risk being completely cut open. Having depression is being in an abusive relationship with yourself. If we admit our depression openly and freely, those around us get from it an experience of freedom rather than the depression itself. We can't control the world. We can only control our own reactions to it. Happiness is largely a choice, not a right or entitlement. Sometimes it's easier to pretend that you don't care than to admit it's killing you. Happiness is being content with what you have, living in freedom and liberty, having a good family life and good friends. Let the serenity of your spirit shine through your face. Let the joy of your mind burst forth. Depression is unfocused self-pity. You need self-confidence and determination. Feeling depressed and losing hope will never really help to correct any situation. Depression is a prison where you are both the suffering prisoner and the cruel jailer. The art of being happy lies in the power of extracting happiness from common things. If you want to be happy, set a goal that commands your thoughts, liberates your energy, and inspires your hopes. Before any great achievement, some measure of depression is very usual. There is nothing more depressing than having everything and still feeling sad. You are allowed to feel messed up and inside out. It doesn't mean you're defective, it just means you're human. Every man has his secret sorrows which the world knows not, and oftentimes we call a man cold when he is only sad. Your success and happiness lies in you resolve to keep happy, and your joy, and you shall form an invincible host against difficulties. Count your age by friends, not years. Count your life by smiles, not tears. Even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness, and the word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. It is far better to take things as they come along with patience and equanimity. Let us be grateful to the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. Even if happiness forgets you a little bit, never completely forget about it. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. If you look to others for fulfillment, you will never be fulfilled. If your happiness depends on money, you will never be happy with yourself. Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. A positive attitude may not solve all your problems, but it will annoy enough people to make it worth the effort. Life is 10% what happens to you, and 90% how you respond to it. One of the secrets of a long and fruitful life is to forgive everybody, everything, every night before you go to bed. The opportunity to truly live doesn't wait. Either you use it or you lose it. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Happiness is not defined by any circumstance, condition, or person. You need not tie your happiness to anything. The choice to be happy is always yours to make. Make that choice and cultivate a happy spirit.